Just when you thought the script had been written and the credits were about to roll, football hit the pause button and dropped one last breathtaking twist. The kind of twist that sends forums into overdrive, fans into a frenzy, and the media scrambling to keep up. At the center of it all, a familiar figure, a name that still echoes through the stands of Ibrox. Steven Gerrard. Yes, him. The man who delivered the title Rangers had been chasing for a decade. The man who, with passion, purpose, and a deep respect for the club's history, reignited a flame that had flickered for far too long. And now, just when no one expected it, Gerrard's name is once again being etched into the narrative of Rangers Football Club. Its dominating headlines sparking heated pub debates and sending social media into full meltdown. The whispers are growing louder, the signs are pointing in one direction, and the timing, it feels almost poetic. From the outside looking in, everything seems lined up. The managerial seat is empty, the fans are restless, and Gerrard, well, he's available, not just available, but reportedly keen. The connection never really faded. The bond between Gerrard and the Rangers faithful was something rare. It was built on trust forged through adversity and solidified with silverware. Bringing him back would feel like restoring balance, like rekindling a fire that never quite went out. But behind the curtain, things aren't quite as straightforward as they might seem. Because while the path back to Glasgow may appear wide open, there's one significant hurdle standing between Gerrard and a return to the Ibrox dugout. And it's not tactical, it's personal, it's domestic, it's real life. Reports suggest Gerrard is ready, emotionally, professionally, perhaps even spiritually, to take the reins again. But this time, it's not just his decision to make. The former England captain has to convince his family, particularly his wife, Alex, that uprooting their lives and leaving the luxury of Bahrain behind is the right call. You see, since his departure from Aston Villa, Gerrard's life has taken a different turn. The family settled into a life of comfort and privacy in the Middle East, enjoying the kind of serenity that football can rarely offer. A £10,000 a month mansion, sunshine, and distance from the relentless scrutiny of British football. It's a lifestyle that's hard to walk away from. And while Gerrard might be itching to get back on the touchline, back in the heart of the fight, his wife reportedly has no such desire to return to the grey skies and the pressure cooker that is Glasgow. In fact, it's said that the couple had even been looking further east, not back to the UK, but towards Dubai, a place they frequented, a spot they know and love. The idea of setting up life there permanently had reportedly been floated around the Gerrard household before Rangers came calling again. So now Gerrard finds himself in an awkward balancing act, the pull of the club that gave him his first taste of managerial glory versus the pull of family, of stability, of everything that exists beyond the 90 minutes. Meanwhile, back in Scotland, things are moving fast. The club is under new ownership. There's change in the air and a growing sense of urgency. The search for a permanent manager is ongoing, with Gerrard widely seen as the standout choice. Bookmakers have already closed the odds. Whispers are turning into roars. There's talk that he could be unveiled in the iconic Blue Room within the next 24 hours. Behind the scenes, names are being thrown around for his potential backroom staff. Stephen Davis could return. Jordan Henderson has even been mentioned. Though that might be a step too far even for dreamers. But it all points in one direction. Gerrard is the preferred candidate. Some say he's the only candidate. The club for now remains tight-lipped. Officially, they insist the process is ongoing, that no decision has been made, that they're still evaluating options. But everyone knows how these things work. The silence in this case is deafening. The anticipation is real, and the fans, they are already dreaming. They remember the unbeaten season. They remember the fight, the fire, the way Gerrard demanded more from everyone. From the players, the staff, even the support. They remember how he made them believe again, and that belief hasn't gone anywhere. If anything, it's grown stronger in his absence. Because since his departure, things haven't exactly gone to plan. Managers have come and gone. Performances have dipped. The gap with Celtic has widened again. The need for a strong, inspiring leader is greater than ever. And Gerrard, with all his flaws and all his fire, fits that bill like no one else. But it's not just about romance. Gerrard returning would make a statement. It would signal intent. It would show that Rangers aren't content to drift to hope for better days. It would be a declaration that they're ready to fight, to climb, to challenge again. And yet everything hinges on one private conversation, one family decision, one green light from home. In the meantime, other storylines continue to unfold at Ibrox. 6 players have been confirmed as leaving the club this summer as the squad undergoes a much-needed shake-up. Names like Janice Hagi, Leon Balogun, and Tom Lawrence won't be returning. Others like Cherny Fernandez and Casanio head back to their parent clubs after their loan spells. Some of these players were part of memorable moments, league wins, cup runs, even a European final, but the club is clearly moving into a new phase. And as that transition takes place, the need for clarity at the top becomes more pressing. Gerrard represents more than just a managerial option. He represents a turning point, a chance to reconnect with a vision that once brought Unity success and belief. But before that can happen, he needs to be all in, fully committed. And right now that commitment is being negotiated not in a boardroom but around a dinner table. As for the fans, they're watching every development like hawks. Every rumor, every leak, every hint is analyzed, debated, dissected. Gerrard's return wouldn't just be another managerial appointment, it would be a moment, a chapter, a continuation of a story that never truly ended. But for now, we wait. The ball, it seems, is not in Gerrard's court, it's in his home. And until that final decision is made, the Rangers faithful remain in limbo, hopeful, excited, but with one eye on the clock. While all eyes remain fixed on Steven Gerrard and the increasingly intense speculation surrounding his potential return events at Ibrox continue to unfold at a relentless pace. The atmosphere is one of anticipation, yes, but also one of change. There's a sense that the club is standing on the edge of something, either a return to stability and strength or another plunge into uncertainty, and every passing hour feels more crucial than the last. The decision to let 6 players leave the squad this summer is no small matter. It's a clear indication that Rangers are preparing for a rebuild, one that won't just be about bringing in talent, but about redefining the culture in the dressing room. Janice Hagi, once seen as a long-term project and a technical spark in midfield, is on his way out. Injuries and inconsistency plagued his spell in Glasgow, and though there were flashes of brilliance, they were never quite enough to secure his place as a regular starter. Liam Balogun's exit carries more emotional weight. A figure respected by both teammates and fans, Balogun's journey with Rangers was marked by passion and resilience. He fought for every ball played through pain and embraced the club in a way that endeared him to the Ibrox faithful. His farewell message posted on social media didn't hold back on sentiment. You could feel the weight of his words, the pride, the gratitude, the sense of unfinished business. He didn't just wear the shirt, he carried it. Tom Lawrence is another name that leaves with a hint of what could have been. Brought in with high expectations, his time at Rangers was marred by setbacks and a lack of rhythm. Only 15 starts across all competitions this season tells its own story. There were moments, but never a run long enough to make a lasting impact. The club's decision to move on feels pragmatic, not a reflection of his quality, but of a need to refresh, to clear the decks and prepare for something new. Then there's Vaclav Cherny, whose loan spell from Wolfsburg turned out to be one of the few bright sparks of the campaign. 18 goals, 10 assists, and a presence up top that gave Rangers a much-needed focal point in attack. His departure, though expected, leaves a gap that must be filled with equal or greater quality. Not just a body, but a player who can carry the weight of expectation at Ibrox. These exits tell a story of transition. A team that flirted with greatness but never quite grasped it. A squad that had quality in places but lacked the cohesion and consistency needed to go the distance. The changes are necessary, but they must be matched by ambition. And that brings us right back to the man who might just lead that ambition. Steven Gerrard returning wouldn't just be a nice story. It would be a strategic move, but it comes with risks, as all bold decisions do. The Gerrard of today is not the same man who left Ibrox in triumph 4 years ago. He's been to the Premier League. He's tasted the highs and the lows of managing at the very top level. He's learned hard lessons at Aston Villa. His time in the Middle East has offered perspective. If he comes back, it will be with new ideas, new questions, and a sharper edge. But Rangers have to ask themselves, is the infrastructure ready for that kind of leadership again? with a change in ownership unfolding quietly but significantly. In the background, the power dynamics at the club are shifting. The board will want a manager who fits the new vision. Someone who can not only win football matches, but work within a modern structure, communicate with executives aligned with recruitment teams. Gerrard will want assurances. He'll want control. And it's unclear even now if those elements are fully in place. Adding another layer to the drama is the suggestion that Gerrard has already discussed his potential backroom staff. Stephen Davis, the quiet leader who's seen it all at Rangers, could return in a coaching capacity, and the mere mention of Jordan Henderson following his former Liverpool captain to Ibrox has lit up online forums. It might seem far-fetched. Henderson's contract, wages, and current situation make it unlikely. But even as a rumor, it shows the kind of ambition being floated. But none of this matters unless the family issue is resolved. Gerrard is known to be a devoted father and husband. He's not the kind of manager who will make a life-changing decision without full buy-in from home. And the truth is, asking anyone to leave a life of security and sunshine for the stress and scrutiny of Glasgow is a hard sell. Rangers have given him time to talk it over, but they won't wait forever. The club needs a definitive answer soon, especially with other candidates watching closely. Other clubs preparing their own moves. The window of opportunity won't stay open long. Meanwhile, the tension was only heightened this week by controversy off the pitch. Former Rangers defender John Brown, now a pundit for the club's TV channel, made headlines after his outburst during the 2-2 draw against Hibernian. Brown, incensed by what he believed was a missed goal line call after Nico Raskin's effort appeared to cross the line, didn't hold back. I would say it is corrupt. He declared live on air. His co-commentator urged caution, but Brown doubled down. Now the Scottish Football Association is reviewing the comments. Under Article 29.2 of their rules, disciplinary action could follow. Rangers, for their part, have vowed to defend the club and their representative. They released a statement highlighting what they see as a pattern of officiating errors throughout the season, calling the potential punishment excessive, surprising, and inconsistent. And you can understand the frustration. Fans feel it. Players feel it. When key decisions consistently go against you, the pressure builds. The club's position is clear. Refereeing standards must improve. Mistakes happen, but transparency and accountability are essential. Brown's remarks were emotional, maybe even reckless, but they came from a place of passion, of exasperation, of loyalty to a club he's given everything to. But this whole episode also reveals something deeper, the underlying pressure cooker that Rangers find themselves in. When margins are thin, every decision matters. When results aren't going your way, every referee's call feels like the world is against you. And when there's no permanent manager in place, no clear direction, emotions start to spill over. That's why the next few days are so vital. Whether Gerrard returns or not, Rangers must make a move. The fans are watching, the players are waiting, the media are circling. And the club now more than ever needs a steady hand on the wheel. If it's not Gerrard, it must be someone equally capable. Someone who understands the weight of the badge. Someone who knows that managing Rangers is not just a job, it's a mission. So here we are on the edge of another chapter. The past collides with the present. The passion, the politics, the pressure, all of it reaching a boiling point. And somewhere behind closed doors, Steven Gerrard is weighing it all up. Family, football, legacy. The decision he makes won't just shape his future, it could define the next era at Ibrox. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Rangers midfielder MOHAMED DIOMANDÉ is at the center of growing speculation this week, with whispers around Ibrox suggesting the Ivorian could be on his way out this summer. The 22-year-old, who arrived in Glasgow from FC Nordjylland earlier this year on an initial loan deal with an obligation to buy, has caught the eye with his dynamic performances in the middle of a park. However, fresh rumors are now linking him with a potential move away from the light blues just months after his arrival. While the club has yet to make any official statement, murmurs within the Scottish football scene hint at interest from clubs in England and continental Europe. Diomandé's profile, athletic, press-resistant, and technically sharp. has reportedly drawn the attention of scouts south of the border. Some within the Rangers support have voiced concern over the possibility of losing a player many had. Tipped to become a key figure in the club's midfield rebuild, his time at Ibrox has been marked by flashes of brilliance and a raw potential that excited fans and pundits alike. Though not always a guaranteed starter under Philippe Clement, DIOMANDÉ showed glimpses of the type of modern midfielder Rangers have lacked in recent campaigns. A strong passer with a penchant for driving runs, he fit the mold of what many saw as the future core of the side. Still, as Rangers look to reshape their squad ahead of another title challenge, it appears no player is off limits. Financial realities paired with the desire to bring in fresh talent may force the club to consider offers. For DIOMANDÉ, the chance to test himself at a higher level or in a different league could be tempting, especially if guaranteed playing. Time is on offer elsewhere. For now, the rumors remain just that. Rumors! But as the transfer window draws closer, expect the speculation around DIOMANDÉ's future to intensify, whether Rangers choose to cash in or keep faith in their young. Talent will likely depend on both the offers on the table and the vision Clement holds for his evolving squad. One thing is certain, if DIOMANDÉ does leave Ibrox, it'll stir no shortage of debate across the blue half of Glasgow. Greetings, fans! Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.